So in this lecture we will go through the loaders, okay, the second part of the loaders, where we will go through the dynamic loading. What is dynamic loading, what is dynamic linking, the linkage editor, linker, bootstrap loader, etc. Okay, so what is dynamic loading? So loading, we know, means loading means loading the object file generated from the assembler to the main memory for execution. Okay, that is called loading. Then dynamic loading. Dynamic means whenever the object is called, okay, or the program or the instruction is called for execution, then only according to the requirement the object is loaded into the memory. Means we cannot if the instructions are loaded or the objects are loaded into the memory without any use, then this will consume more memory, or there will be more memory usage. So whenever it is required, we will load the object to the memory. So this is called as dynamic memory allocation, or this is called as dynamic loading. Okay, here all subroutines needed are loaded into the core at the same time. Okay, if all the programs loaded exceeds the amount available, then there will be a trouble, obviously. Okay, so in the next diagram, okay, there is an example where I can show you how the dynamic loading works. So here you can see that a diagram is there. Okay, so here no dynamic loading is used here. Means each program A, B, C, D and E are previously are in the memory without any use also. Okay, so here according to the concept of dynamic loading, so whenever you require a program or a instruction or a object, then only it should be executed. So according to that, this is violating this rule, okay, the rule of dynamic loading. So it will take more memory. So here you can see that a program A is there, B is there, C is there, D is there, E is there. So these are all programs, okay, that are in the memory. So they will all five are currently in the memory. So they take 100 KB. So here a program A is 20 KB, B is 20 KB, C is 30 KB, D is 10 KB, E is 20 KB. So totally they are taking 100 KB. Okay, but if we draw a overlay structure, okay, here we can see that A is totally dependent on B and D and E, and B is dependent on C and E. Okay, so the program A requires the program B and program D. So here in the first set, what we will do, so program A takes 20 KB. Okay, this will run first. Okay, so here 20 KB, then program so A requires B and D for its execution. So B is 20 KB and D is 10 KB. So we will take 20 to 40, the maximum. 20 to 40 means B is executed and D is also executed after B is executed in this 20 KB only. Okay, so here this part remains at the second time, when after the execution of B, D is executed and the 10 KB remains vacant. Okay, so after this B is there. Okay, B is there and D is there. D requires E, B requires C and E. So for this B, 30 KB is required. Okay, 30 KB means for B to be executed, 30 KB is required. So 30, it is maximum, so it will take a maximum. Then C is executed, then E is executed in the same memory slot, this slot. Okay, this slot, this slot. Okay, this is 30 KB slot, this is 20 KB slot. So C is executed, then E is executed, then E is required by D, then E is also required by B. So here we can see that the memory, this set is vacant and it can be used by any other program. Okay, any other program it can be used. Okay, so here, but here we can see that it is totally blocked blocked by all these programs. So here we are using 70 KB. Here you can see 70 KB we are totally using, and 30 KB we are giving it to some other program or some other instruction. So you, by this diagram, you can easily understand, means whenever a requirement is there, then only the program is loaded into the main memory. Then dynamic linking. So what is dynamic linking? When a subroutine is called, then only it is referenced or linked. Okay. So whenever, means suppose you are calling a function like sqrt function, okay, sqrt function in C, suppose you are calling, okay, then only it is linked to the library math.h, okay, then only it is linked to the library math.h. From there it will grab that sqrt function or power function, okay. So whenever the requirement is there, then only the objects are linked with each other. It reduces the linking overhead if a call is never executed, okay. So if a call, suppose a sum function is there but it is not used in the program, so why to link that sum function to that library, okay, understand. So what is linker and what is linkage editor? Linker is a system program which links the objects into a single object code. Libraries plus object 1 plus object 2 plus object 3 is equal to single object code. Then the object code is executed in the main memory by loading. So what is a binder? Okay, binder is a program that performs the same functions as the direct linking loader in binding and subroutines together, but rather than placing the relocated and linked text directly into memory, it outputs a file which can be loaded. Then what is linkage editor? Linkage editor can keep track of the relocation information so that the resulting load module as an assemble can be further relocated and thereby loaded anywhere in the core. Then what is a bootstrap loader? Bootstrap loader means it is a program, okay, it is basically in the ROM. We know that what is a RAM and what is a ROM. RAM is totally volatile and ROM is not non-volatile. Means in the ROM whatever we have written, it is not deleted, okay, but in the RAM whatever we have written, okay, after the switch off of the computer, it will be vanished or it is deleted, okay. So Bootstrap is the program which starts the operating system. It is the first program to be executed in the main memory. So it is basically in the first ROM, because ROM is non-volatile, so it stores the Bootstrap program. So it is a small program stored in ROM or hard drives. It is mainly used to start the operating system. When computer starts, it does a self-test called post on self-test. If it is successful, then Bootstrap loader is executed from the ROM by the CPU by fetching the OS instructions from the hard drive, okay. So you know what is a Bootstrap loader. So in this lecture we have studied about dynamic loading, dynamic linking, linker and linkage editor, binder, Bootstrap loader, etc. So this is all about the loaders. So thank you.